Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video on some F1 2020 career mode. Today we're here for episode number 3 for the Dutch Grand Prix and the start of the European leg of this 16 race calendar. But first of all, I just want to say a huge thank you for all the support shown on F1 2020 game videos so far. We're currently on, as of the time of recording, 169 subscribers. The target I set for this year, all the way back in January, was for 200 subscribers, so we're going to keep plugging that on that. Also, by the way, the game experiments are coming back next Tuesday now. There was, of course, a little delay with that because, of course, modding wasn't available, but now it is. But yes, back to today's episode. We've got those two major Sashi upgrades are in, and there's a load of minors available, so that's good. We're going to probably be plugging away. We're getting a lot of resource points as well, I'm finding. And of course, so we're going to get a front upgrade. And unfortunately, we don't have. I was going to do an engine power upgrade as well, because in Vietnam we were, well, very slow. But unfortunately, we don't have enough for that. So we're going to start plugging away at these Sashi upgrades, because I feel like if we can get a good Sashi underneath us, then we can start making ground for us and getting score and assistance point as well. Because remember, obviously, although I don't mind beating Gasly, but I want him to provide the challenge, and he hasn't done so far. But yes, one thing we have to do first though is an invitational event. Now we do get 1,000 acclaim. Our acclaim level is currently at level 3. 1,000 acclaim would go a long way, especially the fact this is obviously a short season with only 16 races. If we want that move to Red Bull in the winter period, then we're going to have to look a bit more and obviously take part in these invitations and around Zandvoort, which I've only done. The only running that I did around this so far, and Vietnam, other than of course the career mode videos, was actually in that driving the Williams the other day, and that was only for a couple of laps. So obviously it's more about getting an understanding of the track, getting used to the track. But we do, of course, these checkpoint challenges are always easy to pass, unfortunately. So we get some more XP for the podium pass, which of course, the more this is the advantage of delaying my team, is that we're going to have the better liveries selection for the next time out. But yes, unfortunately that bit upgraded failed, so we'll tackle that in the next episode. But we're going to tackle an engine upgrade. I feel this is crucial, especially so it's coming for tracks such as Azerbaijan and Canada with those back straights. We're going to need that advantage, and that will put us ahead of the Renault powered teams. Now Claire is asking us about our rivalry, and I thought about this. Well, we've got both Alfa Romeo drivers, and Alfa Romeo are slower than us, but Raikkonen keeps hanging about. He's always somewhere. Giovinazzi really isn't, so it's not a lot in it, so we'll pick Giovinazzi as an easier bet.
It's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go for you?
Well, ultimately depends. I mean, we need to sort of keep that consistency going.
Great. Well, that's everything.
So yes, let's move now though to qualifying for the Dutch Grand Prix here at Zandvoort. You can see there a little bit of the dunes and the seaside resort there that we got there as the fronts. They decided to take them off instead. So the pace around here was, I don't know, it was out of this world. I don't know, this track clearly suits my driving style. I've gone back to the setup I was running in Australia. I did tweak the setup, run a bit more wing in Vietnam, which is probably why we were so slow in a straight line. But ultimately here, running 5/8 wings for me feels a lot nice. But yes, this is a nice lap. We're hooking it up quietly. Valtteri Bottas has set a 1:11.0. I don't think we're going to be quite that fast, but still, I've had to up the AI as well. Qualifying for 88, and the race is at 89, but we'll probably be up in that again for the next event in Spain, probably to 90, depending on how the race goes as we progress through this season. So it's just about it. This career mode is literally is all about trying to find the correct as we line it up. What's this going to be? It's going to be an 11.9, which is actually not a bad lap, and is actual fact enough for 8th place in the end, just behind Alex Albon, only 10th behind. So I think that's a good lap from us. Our teammate is 7/10 slower, so that's another reason for upping the AI. Time though for the race of today's Dutch Grand Prix.
It was 35 years ago that the late great Niki Lauda took his 25th and final Grand Prix win here at Zandvoort. He came from 10th on the grid to beat his McLaren teammate Alain Prost by just 0.2 of a second. Well, Zandvoort is a very different circuit today, of course, but still one with an incredible legacy. And we're going to add to that. Welcome along to the 2020 Dutch Grand Prix. 4 lefts and 10 rights make up the 14 corners of the narrow and demanding Zandvoort circuit, with plenty of peaks and valleys over the course of a 2.6-mile lap, which will demand absolute concentration from our drivers here today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton and Perez, Albon and an Alpha Tauri, Raikkonen and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Norris, Grosjean, Ocon, Antonio Giovinazzi and Kevin Magnussen, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Thank you, Jeff. Race strategy, of course, today is a one-stop. Moving from soft to medium, we could go for the hards, but the hards are really not a tyre you want to be on. And yes, ultimately, also, we want to have. I don't think anybody should be actually on the hards. There's 5 red lights come on, and away we go. And it's initially a bad start, but obviously we use the overtake mode because none of the AI actually use it off the line. A top tip there for getting off the line against the AI in F1 2020 is to use the overtake mode off the start. You'll get a great start against them every time at the moment. But already we're already looking very racy against Alex Albon. I'm sure our the Red Bull owners will not like this. And Alpha Tauri, the junior team, going around the outside of the senior team into turn 1, and we move up into P7. And I wouldn't be surprised actually if if we keep this up, then we'll be on for that Red Bull. See, as Albon pushes himself back through into that, what I can't remember what turn that is. Ricciardo initially goes through as well, but Albon locks up, and that blocks off Ricciardo from making the uplet. But I mean, he just doesn't have any, just not have any idea that I'm actually there, any awareness really. That's a fault on the AI's fault. It's not. It's yes, we saw them lock up, but I haven't really seen any of these big AI mistakes that cause them to crash out. As we look to the front now, and Max Verstappen and Valtteri Bottas are pulling away from the 2 Ferraris and Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen though is in 2nd place and looking to get the thing pulled to lap 8. This isn't really, although this track is great to drive, the pace is very good. Still, for me,
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit. Go, go, go.
2.9 second stop there. It's not realistic compared to what they're doing in real life. So we're come out behind Nicholas Latifi, who's last by a long way. He's still yet to make his stop as well. Obviously onto his set of medium tyres. Perez is out ahead. That's unfortunate, the fact that we're being held up by Latifi here. But we're going to have a look around, maybe even there, around the outside of the banking. Can we get this move? Yes, we can. What a move! Up into P18, and that is definitely more like it is. As unfortunately though, that was the race. Latifi slowed us down. Although we were closing in on Albon at times. Obviously, in the final few laps, the laps went away, and it was really such a dull second half of the race. Nothing happened. There were no overtakes. Stroll got ahead of Raikkonen as we hit grazed the. Now we might as well get rid of all of our front wing now. We don't need that thing to come back to the pits with us. But anyway, 8th place. I mean, it's more points, but I feel like it's points lost compared to if we hadn't been held up like Latifi and if Albon, we could have held off Albon. Perez, I think, was a little bit too out of reach, but it looks like he sort of slowed a little bit. We're definitely faster than him today. So we could have probably got Perez on the medium strategy, and P6 again would have been obviously great. Obviously the top 5 untouchable. But our teammate down in 13th place, not scoring again, which is unfortunate. But we do move down to P8. Sergio Perez is now up to P7 in the championship. Valtteri Bottas now getting some meaningful points. I can't remember who. I can't remember what. Oh yes, that's right. I forget what happened in Vietnam where he only finished in 10th place, but obviously second place here behind there, and also it's close in both the drivers and the constructors championship. McLaren, Racing Point, and Alpha Tauri all on 19 points. So the race for 4th place is definitely on, along with Alfa Romeo, Renault lacking where they not want to be.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing.
Well, yes, but we will be up in the AI, so we'll see how we can do against the tough AI really in Spain.
You were lucky not to end your race with that crash.
We just literally chipped off a bit front wing. It doesn't matter, Claire. We're not going to answer that question.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks for wasting my time, Claire, with that question. So yes, in the rivalry breakdown, we wrap now 6 points to 3 as well, ahead of Giovinazzi. So we'll definitely take that. We've got 6 races to get up to the 30 points before we'll choose another rival. And that's pretty much it. Unfortunately, that Sashi upgrade that we put on, the minor one, failed, but it's probably not going to take a lot of time. We'll try and see if we can squeeze in. The Spanish Grand Prix isn't very far away, unfortunately, so it might probably come in from Monaco, but we'll probably need that on for Monaco as well. And also we'll be looking to possibly add another aero upgrade, because our engine upgrade will be coming in soon, and that will help us with speed at Azerbaijan and Canada especially, so that's really where we want the speed. So yes, if you have enjoyed this video, then leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see more episodes of it. The F1 2020 Alpha Tauri Career. The next episode will be coming out on Monday in Spain, so we are already and we'll be a quarter of the way through this season, so blasting the way through. We'll also be working on some game experiments. They're coming as well next week as well as some other F1 2020 content. But yes, that's going to be it, and hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care, thank you so much for watching, enjoy your day, and